YouTube, what is up? It is your boy Duke back here from sportsgamers.com, and in today's Madden 24 video, I'm going to break down the best defense in the game that you see a lot of pros running. Now, you might have gone up against some pros, wondered how their coverage was so tight, wondered how they were getting pressure with only rushing minimal defenders. Well, I'm about to reveal the secrets in this video. So, I run either the 4-6 or the multiple playbook on defense. I would recommend either one of those playbooks for you, because they have the defenses you need. They have the dollar and the 3-3 cub with the nickel 3-3. Now, this defense I'm about to show you is called a loop, glitch, blitz. And when you're running these, you want to make sure you have fast defensive ends to get the pressure consistently. You're going to want to sub in safeties at the linebacker position in dollar. So the coaching adjustments that I want you to use are, you want to have your auto flip off, your auto alignment on default. Then I want you guys to put your curl flat zone drop to 10 and your flat zone drop to 25. This is going to allow you to make different adjustments, which we'll get into in a second here in this video. So the play you're going to look at is the dollar cover 2-man linebacker blitz. And I will show several different examples of how to run this defense. It is super, super effective. Let's start in the tight Y off. I'm going to break down the base setup to this defense, and then I'm going to get into different adjustments, how you can adjust your coverage, how you can bring heat from different angles, just everything you need to know about how to run this defense against different offensive formations. So make sure you stay tuned throughout the whole video so you don't miss out on important information. If you want more content like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel, drop me a like, comment on the video. If we get to 500 likes on this video, I will give another copy of my ebook away. 500 likes. Drop your email in the comments if you want to be entered into the giveaway. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to press our coverage. That's the first step. To press your coverage, you hit coverage audible, which is triangle or Y, and then down on the left stick. Alright, that's going to press your coverage. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to shift your linebackers away from the running back. So you guys can see here, the running back is on the right. That means I want to shift my linebackers to the left. The reason why we do this is when we bring this blitz, we want to bring it away from the running back. That way, if they block the running back, we have more of a chance of being able to still get pressure. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to blitz my linebackers globally by just hitting right on the D-pad, down on the right analog stick, man up the one over the center on the running back, QB contain. Now, when I QB contain, that's R1R1 or RBRB. You can see that by default, the defensive end opposite the running back is on the contain, but we don't want that. We want this safety that we shifted over there to be on the contain, so you kind of just got to move him a hair, then he'll be on the contain. Now, past this, it's all about your different adjustments. You kind of have different abilities to take away different types of routes. So one thing I'll say is, the reason why we put our flat zones on 25 is so that, like, if somebody's throwing a lot of corner routes, what we can do is we can go ahead and put curl flats out there, and then shade our coverage down. Do you want to become a better Madden player and win more games? If so, check out my premium Madden strategy website, sportsgamers.com. I've built sportsgamers.com to provide you with the best Madden tips, best Madden ebooks and schemes, all from the pros at the lowest price possible. I have helped thousands upon thousands of Madden players improve their games, and I can help you as well. Our VIP Madden membership is our best offer yet. This membership will include all of our Madden ebooks all year long and hundreds of weekly Madden Vault tip updates to keep you ahead of the game. Click the link in the description and use coupon code DUKE for 10% off your order. If we want to shade underneath, if we want to shade over the top so we don't press, we shade up, but the flats at 25 will take away the corner routes. We can use the guy guarding the running back, so if the running back goes out, we can check him. If they end up blocking him, we essentially get an extra player in coverage. So this is just the base setup I will show you guys first. Once you see the base setup, I'll kind of get into some more things you can do. But as you guys can see here, that defensive end just comes off the screen untouched. That's why it's called a contain rush glitch. The whole secret to this is when you shift the guy away from the running back, that you make sure you move him to put him on the contain. And what happens is those two alignment you see on the left of the screen, they get tricked. They don't know who to pick up, and that lets our defensive end come around the screen clean. Now, they can block the running back. This still works with a blocked running back. However, there is a way to pick this up with the slide protection and double team feature. So this is not some blitz that's going to work every single time. If you're playing someone smart and they start to use the double team and slide protection, you can pick this up. the thing about this blitz that makes it good is because it's a 4-man rush with really, really good coverage. And that gets us to the next point of the video, which is how to play lockdown man. So most players don't really understand that shading plays a huge part this year in how your man plays. So like one thing I'll say is if you want to play that sticky man-to-man, you want to shade your coverage underneath. Now by shading your coverage underneath, what's going to end up happening is they're going to play way more aggressive against slants, posts, drags. They're going to play underneath because they know you got the safeties over the top when you shade underneath. To do that, you hit coverage audible, which is triangle Y, and then down on the right stick. Now, if you shade your coverage underneath, you need to be careful. You really still want to keep the safeties over the top. One thing I'd recommend doing if you shade your coverage underneath is then additionally shade inside or out. So if they're hitting you with a lot of corner routes, it would be a good idea to shade your coverage outside. If they're hitting you with a lot of slants or drags over the middle, it'd be a good idea to shade your coverage inside. So that is going to help out a lot. Now, when I shade underneath, if they keep sending the running back out on a route, I don't like to use the guy that's on the running back, because if they send him out, that's kind of a waste. At that point, I'll use a safety, because a lot of times people won't even send anybody deep. They'll just have like corner routes, corner routes, slants, posts, like all intermediate type routes, right? So when you're on a safety and you shade underneath, you do have to be like, cautious, like, okay, like, let's not get beat deep. If we see a streak, we got to guard that. Here's an example of what I'm talking about. If you're playing on the safety and you shade underneath, you have to be careful you don't get beat deep. But if you don't see any streaks, you definitely can get kind of aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like I did right there. I didn't see any streaks, and I know I shaded outside and underneath. So once I didn't see any streaks, I just basically sprinted underneath to take away the drag, that Texas right out of the backfield, all that. You guys can see I'm underneath because I know I don't have to worry about getting beat deep. Now I want to show you an example of how to set this up if the running back is on the left of the screen, right? The left of the screen. So we're going to go ahead and press our coverage, and then we're going to shift our linebackers away from the running back, which would be to the right. Now when we do this in QB contain, it's very important that you still make sure that when you contain, you might need to move this guy so he's on the contain and not the D end. Now this is going to allow the pressure to still come off the right. But just so you guys know, I want to show you that this is not like an unstoppable glitch. There actually is a way to counter it. And the easiest way to counter it is actually just to go ahead and double team this end on the side that they're trying to do the contain blitz from. If you double team the end, it's going to pick this up pretty good, pretty consistently. Now just to show you guys, like I'm going to show you right here, you can see if I double team this end, let's make sure he's double teamed. Yeah, he's double teamed. This should get picked up. As you guys are going to see, that kind of tells the O-lineman to make sure they double him, so he's going to get picked up. So there is a counter to this. Don't get me wrong. There's a counter to this. So you're not always, going to be able to glitch them if they double team that end. Still, though, as you guys can see, when you get down to it, this is still a 4-man rush with man coverage, with all the different adjustments we can make. That is why this is so dominant. It is very, very difficult to move the ball consistently on shaded down man-to-man when somebody has good adjustments and they're able to get pressure. It is an annoying defense to face. It's the type of defense that you'll get into the red zone, have to, make plays. Now, this can also be beat if someone's running the ball heavily. So this is more of a passing defense. This is the type of a contain rush is really going to be a pass defense. There are other contain rushes from other formations that do a good job against the run. They're just not as good against the pass. So if you want to see one of those broken down, like I said, 500 likes, we'll actually drop another contain rush that's better against the run, and we'll give away another copy of the ebook, man. So until next time, it's your boy Duke, and I'm out of here.